everyone, it's Sophie here, and I am back with the 19th episode, as you may see here. And luckily and gratefully, my game is still working very well. Even though there are some, couple of problems before in my games, I think I already fixed it. Even though the messages still pop out, but my game is still running very well, and I'm still can build in it, and yeah. Basically, thanks to Press, which helping me about my mods. I think I have problems with the transport rendering mods, I guess, and he helping me out. He told me that it's a transport rendering mods that having an error, and yeah. After that, I enable that mods, I guess. I think it disabled by itself, but I'm not really sure. But after that, I am enabling that mods again, and it's running just well, and here I am. But this recordings though, I mean this time lapse, I already record like, I don't know, a week ago maybe. And yeah, basically yesterday, as I am recording this right now, yesterday, 18 May, the new update is just come out, and it's really amazing. I mean, I don't have the main things yet here, like the monorails and I don't know, all of that stuff, basically cable car. I don't have that yet at this point, but I'm sure that I will have it in the next it's next week, I guess. That's what I'm assuming, and you may wanted to stay tuned about a big transportation updates, I guess, because I really wanted to just finish this metropolitan area first, and then I will go into all of the public transportation that's gonna be in this city. But basically, it's gonna be, I don't know, it's still gonna be a long way, I guess. Maybe on 21st episode, if I am able to finish this metropolitan area by next episode, I guess. I'm just kind of wanted to jump into the big transportation updates, or maybe, I don't know, basically big transportation episode later that we're gonna see me laying down some lines, but it's all gonna be in the next future. For today though, for today's episode, I don't do any kind of live portion or live play because my FPS here, I mean, to be frankly, it's bad. I mean, basically it's just bad. To be honest, I don't really wanted to have those kind of live portion experience, I guess, because at this point it's not really what I wanted to have. So I don't want those kind of live portion experience to be seen here in YouTube, because the FPSs can get as bad as 2 or 3 FPS, and it's happening all the time that I'm playing. It's happening all the time. But luckily here though, when I record this, it doesn't really that laggy, it's still really running smoothly, and I'm really grateful about it. But I don't know, when I load the game after I record this time lapse, yes, the FPS is getting worse. So I don't really wanted to have that FPS for the live portion, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm just gonna save live portion for the next future, I guess. And basically what I'm working here is this area right here. You may see it on this screenshot right here. I'm expanding the downtown here. I really wanted to have a very big metropolitan area, like in New York or Tokyo. Maybe it's like buildings all over the place, just buildings all over the place that you see. You can't really see anything else rather than buildings, and that's what I wanted to achieve here in this Dralley, because I don't know, I just love those types of types of metropolitan area, which I wanted to making this Dralley as one of those metropolitan area as well. But I'm not really sure how long that this computer gonna handle the wilderness of City Skylines. I don't know. City Skylines is really based on CPU stressed. I don't know. It's really running the CPU very intense, and I just don't know. Basically, my CPU is very decent, and there's nothing wrong about it. It's a very good CPU. It's Intel Core i7. I mean, and I'm not sure, but the FPS here it's just getting worse. So it makes me really less confident than I used to be. But I'm sure that it's gonna be survive for maybe a couple months. I don't know, or maybe 5 more episodes, which I think it's this study is gonna be done by that time. The next 5 episodes, I'm not really sure. And basically, I really wanted to finish this area first, the metropolitan area, to just downtown metropolitan area, and after that I'm gonna just jump into the airport, and then after that I'm gonna jump into the rural area, I guess. And after that I'm gonna end the series, and yeah, goodbye. But I'm not really sure yet. Things still uncertain. I'm not really sure about anything that I just said. And yeah, here I am expanding or extending actually the road that just stretches along this downtown right here, which kind of going into the peninsula that we have. And I believe that I'm terraforming the area or the place that is gonna be our little port. Yeah, so I'm making a very small port right here. I think it's just kind of gonna be a small pier. I'm not really sure. It should be like a very small pier in the downtown for the goods distribution to be faster, I guess. That's what I'm aiming for, to have this small port right here. But basically here I am making the park first before I make the little port. But yeah, and I already said to you that I will not have live portion in this episode. Maybe I'm just gonna jump in and out because I don't really wanted to talk about 23 minutes. That's just I don't know, that's just impossible for me to talk about 23 minutes. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna take a break here. I will see you later. And I think this is the final touches on our parks right here, which I think this park is looking great. And yeah, we are moving on into the pier here, or the port, and I'm laying down this grid that's gonna be our port later. And yeah, the we're just peeling into the land, which is not great. But yeah, um Basically this is a, as you can see that from the grids there, it's just a very small one. And yeah, I put those oil tanks or gas tanks, I'm not really sure, just to kind of making it a port fillings, I don't know. But I'm really taking inspiration from many builders in Reddit's, and if they make a port, they should have those oil tanks, I guess. And yeah, I'm I'm put this oil tanks as well, which is, I think it's just looking great after all. And um basically here I'm just doing some terraforming, and yeah, puts those warehouses as well. Those warehouses is the, like, I don't know, it's the one that you need to have, that you must have in your port, I guess, because those warehouses is just great. And here I'm making another rail yard. Here, I don't know, it's not the most beautiful rail yard ever. It's just a very very small rail yard. And yeah, I am making yet another rail track connections into the outer city here, but that connection is not connected yet. I mean, that track, it's not connected yet, so um I will connect it later. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it just like that. And I'm wondering though, is there any mods that can disable those overhead cable in the one-way rail tracks? Because in the two ways rail track, I have the mods that can disable the overhead cable. And in this one-way rail track, I don't seem to found any mods that can disable it. And yeah, maybe you guys know something that this can disable the overhead cable there. Please be sure to let me know in the comment down section below, and it will be very highly appreciated by me. And here I am continuing the noodles in the making, I guess. Basically this area here, I'm trying to just carefully terraform. Oh, I don't know. I think it's carefully laying down some roads there, I guess. And these roads that I just laid down, it's gonna be the exits for our highway, I guess. The exits and the entrance as well, because I put the exit and the entrance far away from the main highway, basically because to prevent the traffic jams that's gonna be there later. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be there later if I put the exits and the entrance just beside the highway. It's gonna be chaos. I don't know, I'm sure that it's not gonna be looking good. So I had to put the exit and the entrance just far away from the main highway, so that way we will prevent another traffic jam in the future. So yeah, basically here I am just carefully using the move it tool, making the ramps itself into a very good shapes, into the base shapes that it can be. So yeah, and this ramps can be crazy tall, as 36 meters tall, I guess. And in my opinion, it's not really that good. I don't really want to have that kind of height in my ramps, but I had to have it. And I don't know, but I think 36 it's still okay though. But I just managed to make to stack three of those, which I think I need. I mean, you need more if you wanted to have a fully working four ways interchange. You need to have like a four stacks of rams, and if I wanted to put the fourth, it's gonna be like 40 meters tall, and it's very crazy, which I don't really wanted to have that. And basically what I'm doing here, you're gonna see it later, but basically here I am just thinking about how this all gonna be, how this all should be going. I'm thinking really hard to just making this solution like it should be like a very seamless smooth looking interchange, and there's not gonna be any kind of traffic jam in this interchange itself. And yeah, I'm carefully lowering down the elevation in the interchange there, and as you may see here, I am out of idea about this interchange, so I am jump out into another thing here, which is that one. And I think I'm continuing the interchange again here, and I think I'm stacking the third stacks here, which I told you it's very crazy high. It's just crazy high. It's like 36 or 39 meters above the ground, and but that one it's still reasonable for me, and it's still good to look at those kind of heights, I guess. And here I am making another connection into another highway, but it's not completed because it can go to the left and it can go to the right, but I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. But basically I removed those, and I think in this point I'm making I'm started to think to make a turn here. Yeah, that one. I'm starting to make a turn so that this way that way of highway can turn to the left, and by not stacking up again in the center there, so I need to make that turn there, which I think it's not perfect, but I think it's the best solution that I have for this interchange, and I'm really happy about how it turns out. And yeah, basically it's the noodle, I think it's already done, and as you may see, those are the noodles that I already made. Yep. And approaching the last 3 minutes of our episode here, I think I just wanted to say that I like the new updates very much. Basically what I said in the past about the road namings, it's true, and I'm really happy about it because I already anticipate the updates. Basically I already excited since that time about the road namings and this updates, and it really just very great. You can name all of the roads that you lay down, and it can as well like distinguish which one is the road, like which one is the street, or which one is the avenue or boulevard. In the game itself can distinguish which is which types of road. And to name this road is just very very easy, and you can as well set like how long the road should be, and where does it stretches from, and basically all of that stuff. You can name it, you can edit it by yourself, and I think you can as well like giving the options like what types of vehicle that can pass that road, which I think you don't need the traffic manager or traffic president anymore, and that's just very great. That's the updates that I really really want. I mean, I can like disable or turn off the like 3 to 5 mods that I have regarding the traffic here, like the traffic lights disabler, or maybe like the precision engineering. I think that one can be disabled as well. So yeah, as we approaching the end of our episode, I just really wanted to say thank you to you out there that already watch my series here. It means lots to me, especially for those who giving likes and the comments as well. And this is the cinematics footage for you. And this cinematics footage can be the last cinematics footage that you ever see in this series, but I hope that it's not true. Like really, I don't really wanted to making this as the last cinematics footage in this series, but be sure to let me know what you think about this episode, and please do give like if you like this episode, and if you enjoy it, please consider subscribe, because I would love to see you in the next episode. Until the next time, I wish you to have a nice day, and goodbye.